What's up, guys? This is Soundwave Jordan here, and we are back once again with another video regarding Transformers The Last Knight. In today's news, guys, we're going to be doing an analysis video. That's right, guys, we are back once again with another analysis video of the two clips from the Kids' Choice Awards that premiered on Saturday. As you guys can recall, Saturday during the Kids' Choice Awards, Paramount Pictures, Hasbro, Michael Bay, etc., they released two clips. One was an official clip of actual footage from the movie, and the second thing was an extended TV spot, and I have to say both of them blew my mind away. In fact, for those who do not know, I did a reaction video of that, and if you guys would like to check it out, I will leave a link inside the description so you guys can see my genuine reaction, and hopefully you guys will have a fun time with it. But today, what we're going to be talking about is the analysis. That's right, guys, as you guys already know, I will be breaking down the trailer frame by frame, as well as the clip frame by frame, and hopefully we can get some things out of it, as well as come up with some thoughtful speculations that may or may not happen in the movie. So, you know, I'm pretty darn excited. I'm ready. There are some things I want to talk about with you guys, and of course we're going to be checking it out. So first things first, let's start off with the Paramount Pictures Kids' Choice Awards clip. Let's do it right now. Let me adjust the volume first, and shall we get started? Let's go. Okay, so first things first, as you guys can clearly see from here, in this clip, you guys can easily tell that they're running from the Transformers Retaliation Force. For those who do not know, the Transformers and the humans are at war, and pretty much they're battling each other all the time at this point because, you know, the Transformers have brought an unwanted war to Earth, and it's caused some catastrophic damage worldwide. And as you guys can clearly see from here, these are just some kids that just happens to be caught in the crossfire of this battle, I want to assume. And you guys can clearly see the Transformers Retaliation Force bot is in the background chasing them, or, you know, trying to kill them perhaps. I just want to say they're probably going to apprehend them, but you know, the kids are trying to run away, and that's Isabella right there with her friends and whatnot in the background. So they're both running away, not both, but they're all running away from the Transformers Retaliation Force robot. And you know, you guys already know what happened to that robot. Bumblebee kills that robot in the teaser trailer. So yeah, let's continue on though. Alright, so right here, they're getting under some cover, but as you guys can clearly see in the background, it shows the Optimus Prime poster that we've seen many times. This poster indicates that the Transformers are now the enemies of the humans, meaning, as I mentioned before, the Transformers and the humans are at war with each other right now. So all Transformers, well, they're all enemies at this point. And right now the humans, Isabella's character and her friends, they're getting caught in the crossfire. So yeah, let's continue on.
Alright, go in there. Oh. That cannon's pointing right at us. We're dead, man. I'm sorry.
Alright, so there's another poster in the background, as you guys can clearly see from here. When the Transformer Retaliation Force bot turns around, you guys can clearly see that there's another poster that says Alien, and that picture, if I could tell, it looks like Bumblebee from what it looks like. Let me just get another good view. Yeah, it's definitely Bumblebee. You guys can easily tell that's Bumblebee in the background. They just have his face plastered on that poster as well, indicating that the Transformers are once again enemies. Also, another thing I want to mention to you guys is the type of characters that we're going to be having in Transformers The Last Knight. As you guys can clearly see, these are kids right here, right? These are kids. Now, most people will probably say, like, why on earth are kids in the movies? Why do we have so much humans in the movie? Well, something I just want to talk to you guys about, because, you know, many people bring up this question, but Transformers and humans, as much as I would like to see a movie based on only Transformers, I have to say that humans being part of Transformers movies, or just Transformers shows in general, it's just how it is. If you guys get what I'm saying, it's natural for that to happen. If you guys think about it, the G1 series, they had humans all the time. Of course, they had some episodes regarding only the Transformers, but humans being part of the Transformers story, that's just a natural thing, and some people just have to accept that. And you know, I just wanted to bring it up because somebody mentioned to me that why are the humans being included in Transformers again, and I just mentioned to them that it's just a natural thing, you know. It's just how it is. Transformers and humans, they're meant to be with one another. As you guys can clearly see, this movie is going to be about why they're always together and whatnot. And you know, they're gonna finally elaborate on the history of the humans and the Transformers. I just wanted to bring that up. So we have some kids in the movies. I do not mind personally. You know, probably it will bring some humor to, you know, give us some light during the dark times. But you know, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. I just wanted to quickly bring that up. So let's continue.
Harsh.
Alright, so they're still hiding. Just wanted to give you guys a little update, even though you clearly can see what's happening.
I almost had a heart attack.
Relax. We're covered.
Alright, so when I first saw this right here, that actually shocked me. I mean, this robot right here, and by the way, his name is Canopy. I was told by many people, and I finally found out when they said Canopy. It's in the next TV spot, actually, and that's the one we're going to break down next. But I was actually really surprised to see that this guy was actually covering them, and I don't know exactly how he did it. Like, I honestly don't know. Let's continue. There you go. There he goes, Canopy. Right here. That's a great shot. And I have to say, the CGI, I mentioned this many times, but the CGI for this movie is just looking amazing. Honestly, like, this is the best they've done so far, and obviously it's the best because, you know, as time progresses, technology, etc., you guys already know the situation, but the CGI just looks absolutely amazing, and I'm just so impressed with it. Let's continue.
Whoa! It's alright. It's all
Alright, that's him. So, first of all, let's take a look at this guy. Let's take a look at him. Alright, so this guy right here, his name is Canopy, right? Okay. Canopy, we saw him in the teaser trailer and the TV spot, the Super Bowl TV spot to be precise, and when we did see him, he was dying. That's right, he was dying. So, as you guys can clearly see, they're inside a battle area regarding the Transformers Retaliation Force, obviously. So I think we all can assume that Canopy gets shot by the Transformers Retaliation Force and is critically wounded. I mean, he was dying in the trailer. You saw blood coming out of his mouth. You saw his chest exploded with fiery magma, stuff like that. I don't know what to call it, but he was dying pretty much. He was actually dying, and it was pretty darn sad. So Canopy, even though he just has a small little spotlight protecting the kids, it's sad to see that he's going to die soon or probably be critically wounded, but I'm pretty sure we all can agree that he's going to die because, you know, it builds up some character for Isabella. Let's continue. He also looks like a construction robot. I can't really tell. I mean, he looks like a Constructicon based Autobot. I don't really know, to be honest, but that's just what I think and what I think it looks like. So yeah, that's just my opinion.
Whoa! It's alright. It's alright.
He's pretty big. He's a chunky little Autobot. A chunky man.
Told you.
And you guys can also see that on his hands he has some mini cannons. I just wanted to point that out. It's not that important, but you know, he has some mini cannons.
Alright. It's alright. Told you. Covered.
So that's the first clip. The first clip, well, nothing really important happened. It was just a regular clip from the movie, so of course there's nothing that's gonna be breaking down easily because, you know, there's not frame by frame breakdowns and whatnot because, you know, it's all put together. But the next thing is the actual extended TV spot, and many things happen. So let's get on with it. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me talk as much from the interval, so let's get started.
We're not supposed to be here.
We're kids, man. We get away with anything.
Alright, so first things first. We have another shot of the stadium scene, and they're saying, we're kids, man. We get away with anything. Yada, yada, yada. You know, kids being kids, obviously. Then the next shot is the mini Dinobots. Let's check that out. The mini Dinobots. They look adorable. Honestly, they look like some small puppies that I just want to have in my hand and just lay with, like Isabella's doing right now. Honestly, they look adorable, man. Honestly, and I just want to know, where do they come from? I mean, the Dinobots, they're not female Dinobots. Obviously, they're all male Dinobots. Grimlock, Strafe, Scorn, Slug. They're all male Dinobots. So I'm just wondering, where did these mini baby Dinobots even come from? And it's nice to see that Isabella's, you know, comfortable with them, because, you know, she's a lonely child. She's doesn't really have that many friends and whatnot. So I'm glad to know that they're keeping her happy.
I was just a normal kid.
As Isabella stated, she was just a normal kid.
Before my world fell apart.
Look at me! Wake up, Canopy!
Alright, so we just saw what happened to Canopy. You guys just saw it right there. Canopy got shot by a missile. The question is, was that a Decepticon or a Transformers Retaliation Force missile? I want to assume that it's a Transformers Retaliation Force missile, and he just happened to get caught out when he tried to protect the kids. But I could be wrong. It could be a random Decepticon, but I have a huge hunch that it's going to be one of the Transformers Retaliation Force robots just happening to catch Canopy out of his cover mode, if you guys get what I'm saying. So they shot a missile at him, and that's when Isabella's world fell apart, as she clearly stated. That's when my world fell apart. That's what she mentioned. So it's actually pretty darn sad to see him get striked like that by a missile. He's really dying. Like, holy, that's actually really sad. And this makes me wonder actually, is this the past of Isabella? I mean, I assume it is, considering the way she's talking. I was once a normal kid until my world fell apart. Then out of nowhere, you see her closest Autobot friend gets killed by a random missile. And it's actually really sad. So let's continue.
Wake up, Canopy!
Some kids used to tease me.
Some kids used to tease me.
They'd say, you run like a girl.
So pretty much, like I mentioned in my reaction video, this is just giving us a little backstory of Isabella. You know, her as a character, her growing up in the Transformers universe. You know, it gives us a little sad story of how other people besides Cade Yeager and Sam Witwicky, it shows us how the other people are really affected by these Transformers wars, because you got to think about it. They come to Earth and cause so much destruction, killing millions of people, and Isabella's just a victim. She has nobody, honestly, and now she's alone, and her closest friend, which was Canopy, dies. So it's actually pretty darn sad, and I'm pretty happy that they included this type of character within this movie. So yeah, you know, she's training for the battlefield. She's trying to show that she's a strong individual, even though she's extremely young. And at the same time, that's not going to stop her. That is not going to stop her. You guys clearly see what she's going to do. People called her a girl. They say she ran like a girl. That's not going to stop her, however.
You run like a girl.
We're family now.
She's with Squeaks, and Cade Yeager happens to find her, saying, we're family now.
We're gonna take care of you, I promise.
We're going to take care of you, I promise. You see Bumblebee right here. Another shot of Bumblebee. He looks pretty darn nice. You can't really see much of him. He's just doing a quick little pose or something, whatever. But he's clearly in front of Isabella, as you guys can see Isabella on the bottom left. So let's continue. But wait, who's that in the background, though? Hey, Crosshairs! Wait, I did not realize that was Crosshairs. Holy. Alright, I'm sorry. I got a little excited. That's actually Crosshairs. Look at Crosshairs back in action. My guy looking handsome, stunning, outrageous. Whew. I'm glad to see him in the trailer, honestly. This makes me a little happy. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I thought that was just a random piece of green object that was behind Bumblebee, but that's Crosshairs. Woo! I'm happy. Alright, let's continue, guys. Look at Crosshairs being cool as always. Ah, alright, let's go.
You throw like a girl.
You throw like a girl. Alright, so this clearly shows that Isabella is retaliating against the Transformers Retaliation Force. So I want to assume that this is where the same sequence where Canopy dies, and in the middle of fighting back, Canopy just happens to get shot by that missile. This is just a random thought in my mind, but you guys can clearly see that Isabella is fighting the Transformers Retaliation Force. There goes Squeaks right there.
You fight like a girl.
You fight like a girl. And look at the homie Megatron. Megatron, Megatron, Megatron. This guy right here, he is back. You cannot kill this man. He is back. And I love his head. His head clearly resembles Transformers Prime Megatron, and I love it. And there's something else on his face that's extremely interesting. As you guys can see right here, if you guys look at the left side of Megatron's face, you guys can see that weird blood mark that's on him. That's on him. And you guys already know who else has that blood mark? Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime has that random blood mark as well as Megatron. So I want to guess that maybe, just maybe, the creators or the makers or whoever, they might have just had something to do with Megatron being back. They might have. I don't know. Perhaps they're controlling the Transformers? I don't know. I'm just thinking of random things, but I have a huge thought that the makers or creators probably had something to do with Megatron being back right now. As you guys can clearly see, there is that weird red blood stained symbol on his face, and Optimus Prime as well has that, and he's being controlled. So put the points together, put the dots together, put the lines together, whatever you guys want to call it, but that may give us a hint towards something. So let's continue. Megatron is holding Squeaks. I'm pretty sure he's like, what on earth is this freaking contraption? Like, he's just holding Squeaks like he's just so confused and whatnot. So I'm glad to see Megatron's here. We see him without his battle mask, and he looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's go.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Alright, so Isabella is coming at Megatron hard right now. Put him down. Do you think I'm afraid of you? Holy, look at her. I like it. I like her attitude. Let's go back though, because there's something else I want to show you guys, which are the other Decepticons around Megatron. So as you guys can clearly see, that's Megatron in the middle on the right side of the picture, and on the furthermost on the right side of the picture, you guys can clearly see that's Onslaught. I do not like the fact that Onslaught is pretty much a slight remodel of Long Haul. That's pretty darn disappointing. I wish they gave him an exclusive look, but that's Onslaught right there. The robot to the left of Megatron, however, I do not know who that is. I can't really tell. And the other Transformer that's on the rooftop, I can't really tell who that is as well, because, you know, I don't have a clear visual. But as you guys can clearly see, we see Megatron as well as we see Onslaught. And you guys can clearly see that Megatron is dropping Squeaks right now. So let's take a look back and see what's going on.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Alright, so that's pretty much it right there. I can't really tell what else is going on. I think that may be the Volkswagen robot on the top left of the building. I don't know, but that's just what I think. Let's continue though.
I'm afraid of you.
Holy. Alright, so Cade Yeager, he's been getting creative ever since Age of Extinction, and he's been a smart man, blowing up things, causing booby traps to the Transformers that can actually be extremely fatal to the Transformers. I mean, look at this destruction. That's not ordinary destruction. That's like extreme destruction to actually kill a Transformer. And you guys already know the Transformers are freaking huge, so it takes a good bit of explosives to take them down. And Cade Yeager looks like he knows what it takes to do that. So he's bold, he's brave now. The things he saw in Age of Extinction surely has shaped him and influenced him into this hardcore Transformer battle-hardened veteran, whatever. I just made up a whole bunch of words, or you know what I'm talking about. But he booby-trapped them hard, and the Decepticons are flipping out. Literally, they are flipping out. Let's take another look. Yeah, a lot of things happen. So I hope they don't die. Maybe it was just a small explosion, but I really hope that they do not die, because I want to see the Decepticons actually have a nice presence in the movie, if you guys get what I'm saying. I'm sick of the Decepticons being cannon fodder. I want them to actually do something. So yeah, let's continue.
Fight like a girl?
Hound, the homie Hound is back with Isabella sitting on his left shoulder. Oh my gosh, Hound, I love you. Hound was great, and I truly hope they keep his type of character in the last night, because he surely brightened the mood even though things were a bit dark at times. So I love Hound, man. Awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, I felt like a girl.
Alright, so we see some of the same scenes from the previous trailers and TV spots. And this right here. What is this? What is this right here? Clearly this is a Knight's Hall or something like that, something along those lines, because obviously Cade Yeager and I think that's Vivian. Cade Yeager and Vivian, they're in some type of cavern or Cybertronian cavern, and you guys can clearly see the statues on the left and right. And those statues right there, well, of course, those are some Cybertronian statues. I mean, look how big they are. And as you guys already know, this movie right here, they're going to explain to us why the Transformers keep coming back to Earth, and we're finally going to dig deep into the history of the Transformers and humans and why they're so connected at so many times and whatnot throughout the universe of the Transformers universe. And I really hope that they do a great job explaining this, because a lot of people question this. A lot of people always ask that question: why do the Transformers come to Earth all the time? Why? And of course, Paramount and Hasbro, they want to answer that question with The Last Night. So hopefully they deliver the information extremely well and pleasantly, because, you know, I do not want this movie to confuse people, as well as I do not want this movie to get bad ratings, considering it got a lot of decent writers. So that's pretty much what's going on right here. Cade is in some type of Cybertronian cavern, and I just want to assume it's the Knight's Hall or something along those lines. Remember, King Arthur is a huge influence in this movie, and the Knights of Earth are a huge influence of this movie as well. And you guys already know the Transformers plays a huge role with the Knights of Earth and King Arthur's Knights and everything around that criteria. So let's continue on. Alright, so that's from the Super Bowl TV spot. Bumblebee fighting Optimus. And this shot right here, Grimlock. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I wanted. This is the type of Grimlock we needed. Michael Bay did say that the Dinobots will be back, and they will be having a more Dinobot feel in the movie, especially Grimlock. As you guys already know, Grimlock was a very stubborn robot, especially in G1, and he's a bit of a bozo, but we all love Grimlock being that way, and I'm glad to know that they're going to be doing that with Transformers The Last Night. Grimlock, he's a stubborn robot. Grimlock does whatever he wants to do, pretty much. And of course, with that being said, this right here pretty much demonstrates that with ease, and I'm really happy, really happy that they're going to be doing this, because, you know, Grimlock is king. Grimlock does whatever he wants. And right now, you guys can clearly see he's chewing on a car. Cade Yeager's like, get that car out of your mouth. And Grimlock's like, nah fam, let me chew my car. Until Cade Yeager, you know, gets a bit more angrier. So I love it. Good job, Michael Bay. This truly makes me happy. Let's continue.
Turn around. What do you got in your mouth? Drop the cruiser right now.
And he's just throwing up his green slime. Isabella's enjoying herself with Squeaks. It's, oh gosh, guys, this is great. This is awesome. I'm so happy for this movie. Honestly, this movie is so freaking awesome. I cannot wait for this movie. June 23rd cannot come any sooner. Honestly, holy, this is gonna be truly fantastic, and I cannot wait. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the analysis for today. This analysis wasn't too in-depth because, you know, it was only 2 1-minute trailers, and some of the scenes were scenes from the previous TV spots and trailers and whatnot. So of course we're not going to be looking at that for a long time. But yeah guys, once again, that's all I really had to say for today's video. There goes my analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys felt like I missed anything or you guys felt like I could have done better, please, just please let me know in the comment section below, because I do want to get better with these analysis videos, and you know, I just want your feedback and whatnot. So enlighten me if you guys felt like I missed anything, or if you guys feel like I should do better. But with that being said, also let me know if you guys speculate on anything, or if you guys have any thoughts regarding some of the things you might have spotted in the trailer, or some theories you guys want to share with me, because I would love to discuss it with you guys. With that being said though guys, once again, that's all I really have to say for today's video. I will leave all links inside the description, as well as I will leave my Twitter inside the description as well, so you guys will be able to follow me on Twitter if you guys would like to and whatnot. So thank you guys for watching once more. This is Soundwave Jordan here. Peace, late, and see you guys in the next Transformers The Last Night video. I'm out, and have a lovely day. And before I go, let's watch this scene one more time with Grimlock, because Grimlock, he's king.
Turn around. What do you got in your mouth? Drop the cruiser right now.
Transformers The Last Night. This film is not yet rated.
Alright guys, peace, late, and have a lovely day.